All right. So that was a client, interesting project that we're looking at. But it's been, again, a crazy year. Um, right now, we're running, I think, 6 people. We were able to have our first Christmas party because we finally had money in December. It was awesome. Um, just to thank our team. Um, it's a humbling situation where when I got COVID, to have to, it's not like usually we take a break in June. We've got a timeshare every year that I take a week and get away, give my stuff to the staff. It's nice though because it's kind of the end of June, which is usually a little bit slower than what it's been the last couple of weeks or months. Um, but to have our team step up the way that they did was awesome. Um, I learned a lot of things too that I don't want to have my second number is the Christmas lights number. We'll have that fully changed for next year. Um, we're making, computer changes. We bought a bunch of, we've got all these new tablets. We've got a new CRM, which I'll get into more in probably in about another week or two. I'll be able to post some stuff. I got to make sure 100% before I start telling you about who we're using, who I'm going to be recommending next, all that. For those of you who have watched the channel for a long time, um, I'm sorry that I have not posted as much this year. Obviously, my overall focus on this channel has not been as high as I'd like it to be, and I think a lot of that comes to um, the growth that we've gone through. And so usually going from that 500,000 to 1.2 to 1.5 million is the hardest part of growing, and it's the most expensive side of it because you're scaling more trucks, more equipment, more office staff. You now have multiple people in non-revenue generating positions. My foreman, a lot of what he's going to be doing next year may not be directly revenue producing. um, it's been a crazy year. We learned a lot of stuff with Christmas lights. Um, and every time I go out into our shop and look around and think, I said to my foreman today too, I was like, this is not what I expected, at the beginning of the year for it to look like at the end of this year. I knew we would eventually need to get a commercial location. I figured we had another 2 years until then. We were able to, when those guys came out and told us that we needed to find a new location, they're like, hey, you got until the end of the year. That's fine. As long as we've got, somebody calls and complains, say, well, we told them by the end of December. And I knew that was going to be impossible for me to try and look for a space to rent, in the month of December. And that's even before I knew how crazy this December was going to be. But was blessed to find this place, blessed to have an established relationship with the property manager, and who actually happens to be our number one client, and has provided an insane amount of work for us to do and revenue coming in. As with commercial, it's not always the most profitable, but it's certainly every bit helps. But was able to get us in here. We wouldn't have been able to run the amount of Christmas light stuff out of my old house. Not possible. We bought over $40,000 in lights this year. And again, money-wise, I've been open with y'all throughout the journey. If the numbers bother you, if my openness with numbers and stuff comes across that I'm bragging or it hurts your feelings, that's on you. Numbers are what they are. They don't lie. I don't know. It's a crazy year. Looking forward to next year, 50% growth is what we're aiming for. And not to say that it's going to be easy. But going into this off season, I know we're in a far better position from every possible aspect, from employees to equipment. Fiscally, we're in better shape. This location, we have not begun to start leveraging. We're literally where we are in Salisbury. There is Route 50 that goes east to west or west to east, the way however you want to look at it, at Route 13. We are right smack dab on Route 13. I don't know the traffic count across in front of here, but it's a lot of cars. And it's honestly it's been good to be out of the house for so much of this. It's allowed us to separate more of home and work. Yeah. I uploaded the paintball outing. That was kind of another, just kind of a cool level to get to have that kind of stuff. Bought the grill here. We got a Blackstone, which has been fun. I like to treat my team. I like food. And I'm sure that the people that are no longer working here, a lot of them quit. A lot of them got fired. About a third of them were people that we hired knowing that they had something else that was going to take them away. We had a couple of people that were, just graduated high school. They were going to be going away to college. We had some people that were available because Corona shut down their jobs, so they were able to come help out. But it kind of hit me that one of the guys was saying, he's like, I've had jobs where the boss will buy lunch, take everybody out to lunch before. I've never had a job where my boss cooked lunch for everybody. It's kind of a cool thing. Like I just like food. I like making food. I like having people over. I like getting good food and doing that. And it's kind of cool to see the culture developing. We also got these two cool signs back here, which, guys, find a way to trade out services with a design company. We got those. We got some new shirts. We got some other design stuff. I won't flip the video around, but we got our front door with some vinyl decals to make it look like it's like etched glass. It looks really cool. Yeah. All right, guys. Have a great 2021. Be safe. Wash your hands. Whatever. But really and truly realize that if you survive 2020, you can survive a lot of things. And also, as an entrepreneur, always remember that you're in control of where things are going. No matter how crazy it is, how bad things are going on, how dire the situation is, you have the ability to change where you are. You have the ability to determine which way your ship is going to go. Sometimes it might be going backwards. Sometimes it might be going fast forward at 100 miles an hour. Sometimes you're just making an inch of progress a day. But keep moving forward. Keep pushing. Keep striving. I've grown something from a part-time job doing $25,000 a year, not making $25,000 a year, but we would do $20,000 to $25,000 in gross revenue, to again this year doing $670,000. Crazy. But keep pushing. Know where you want to go, and also realize where you want to go is going to change in business. It is absolutely going to change. So, wash on. Have a great year. See you.